What secrets did forgotten experiments leave behind?
For decades, this site has been classified. A footnote in history, a forgotten project.
But the file they couldn't burn holds a simple, terrifying question.
What if the fundamental force of our universe could be reversed?
They called it Project Nimbus, the world's first attempt to stop gravity.
Reed was sent to oversee the failure. The funding was almost gone.
But Dr. Thorne saw only one outcome: the impossible. The target, a single 2-kilogram sphere, the perfect mass.
Tonight was the last run, the end of the road, or the start of a new physics.
Agent Reed checked the contingency protocols. They had none for a success.
Power surging to maximum. The air in the bunker grew thick with ozone.
Phase 1 initiated. The magnetic field cascade.
Too fast. Too soon. The system was already overloading.
Abort. The pressure readings are off the charts.
But Thorne was past the point of caution. He had a vision.
Then, the sound stopped. Every alarm, every hum.
A moment of impossible silence.
Reed realized the alarms hadn't been turned off. They had simply ceased to function. It was a displacement of physics. The weight was gone.
It wasn't a failure. It was a terrifying success.
The shadow beneath the sphere was a region where gravity simply ceased to exist.
Contingency protocols demanded immediate shutdown. But fear kept her rooted.
Thorne was oblivious to everything but the anomaly. He was rewriting the laws of nature.
The zero-gravity effect wasn't just lifting the sphere, it was creating its own orbital mechanics.
Dr. Thorne, you are past the agreed parameters. Shut it down!
No! The gravity well is stabilizing! We are on the edge of the discovery!
He wasn't stabilizing the well. He was losing control of the volume of space itself.
The anomaly was growing beyond the machine. It was touching the observer. Everything around him became weightless. The universe refused to obey.
The point of no return. They were no longer running an experiment. They were caught in a catastrophe.
The gravity well reached singularity. The sphere was no longer a subject. It was a reactor.
The pressure was crushing. Not atmospheric, but gravitational.
It's a runaway reaction! The field is collapsing inward!
The walls couldn't contain it. The power was ripping the foundations apart.
If the force couldn't be controlled, it had to be stopped by any means necessary.
Thorne wouldn't surrender his life's work, not even to save his life.
The decision was made. The power cut.
Blackout. Power failure. But the gravity anomaly hadn't stopped.
It wasn't the machine causing the effect. The experiment had simply awakened the field itself.
He achieved the impossible and lost everything in the process.
The experiment was over. The physical destruction was minor, considering the power unleashed.
But the area of zero gravity hadn't shrunk. It was still active and unpredictable.
The scientist realized what the observer already knew. They had passed a threshold they could never return from. The classification would be permanent. The truth buried deeper than the bunker itself.
But the question remains, even in the silence.
The official report: a catastrophic machine failure. No breakthrough achieved.
But physical objects tell a different story. Time itself struggled within the field.
Thorne never spoke of the moment of success. He was immediately institutionalized.
Reed was the only witness, forced to carry the silence and the knowledge.
The file was closed. But the truth of gravity control was now a permanent, hidden reality.
So, what happened to the sphere? The artifact that defied gravity?
Transport logs confirm it was moved under the highest security. It sits in a high-security vault, still floating, still drawing zero-point energy. Humanity achieved anti-gravity 50 years ago, but we still can't touch it. It's waiting, a dormant key to the universe, waiting for another Thorne to find the lock. What happens when we reach that limit again?
Don't miss another hidden truth!
Of bizarre science and impossible reality.
Like and subscribe for more stories hidden from history.